Greetings. So I figured I get this message to you guys straight away, right away, while I still have it in me to deliver it. Um, no rush with spirit though, but I feel like it's most potent when the energies tap in, when I get the download, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and tap in to the message. I do feel this message is only going to resonate with a certain collective of you that are meant to receive this message. This is not everyone's message. This is meant to encourage, to spark, to confirm what is already known to you within you. Like your soul, your spirit will know if this message is meant for you or not. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap in to this collective. I'm going to ask the divine source God, divine mother energy, our divine team who lovingly guides us and assists us to protect us and cover us. Okay. Divine mother, divine feminine energy is here. Let's see. Yeah. Crows could be someone's animal totem. Okay. Kind of like a familiar. Some of you guys may associate a Passover loved one, a feminine Passover loved one, mother figure that you commune with or you connect with crows or ravens. Okay. Prophetic energy here. If you see this reading or hear this reading by the next full moon, this could very well be for you, that your divine mother has a message for you. That could be grandmother as well. Someone that is a visionary. They are associated with birds, getting eagles, white birds, black birds specifically are coming through. Let's see. Yeah. Some of you guys have gone through the fire. It's like you have a purpose and a calling. You are a divine warrior, and it doesn't have to be like you put yourself in harm's way, or it's like you are a defender of people. Okay, so that Athena energy, that justice energy is what you are. But I feel you have a purpose, you have a calling. Okay, spirit is showing you a vision, and some of you guys, you needed to take a break from maybe your spiritual work or your spiritual calling. Some of you guys are prophets, prophetess, to be specific for most of you. You are seers. That is in your blood. That is who you were called to be. And some of you guys might have needed to take a break. Okay. You could have a north node in Leo. You could have a north node in Aries, a north node in Cancer, Libra, or Aquarius. But you were called to a certain path. I'm getting Ezekiel, where he saw the vision of the Sephirim, the spinning wheel. I feel like for those of you that are at a place where you may have needed to take a break from like your spiritual work and things like that, because with this gift comes a great responsibility. Being a messenger for the divine and a messenger of love, and love does not always come in a light and fluffy package. Sometimes love comes from a place of just straight up honest. Like you have the grandmas that are very sweet and cuddly and spoil you to the bits and pieces, but you also have the grandma that's going to tell you what it is and don't play no games, don't play about you, don't play about their family. And you could be both, a mixture of both messengers. So I feel with that comes great responsibility, and there's a need to take a break, sometimes. Or some of you guys might feel like maybe this is just not for me. It's too much weight, and maybe even knowing what you know as well is too much. It's too great. It's too much on your conscience, and I understand and I get that. Um, I feel like you guys are going through a process where you are the Phoenix rising. And I got this reference. I can't remember if it was a general guidance reading or if it was a personal reading that I did. I do not remember. But I did remember referencing the Beauty for Ashes scripture. And I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head without looking it up. But I believe it was Isaiah 61. At least I know that much. Isaiah 61:8, I think it is. No, I know it's Isaiah though. Isaiah 61. Let me see. I could be wrong. But that is you. That is your message. And you're going through this transmutation. Um, and I'm getting something about the heart chakra. I'm also getting something about the sacred heart or the Christ consciousness. That is you. And Christ is often depicted as this docile figure, but really, like, he was about that life, right? His energy. So the scripture is Isaiah 61:3. So it says, to console the mourners, to give them a crown of beauty for their ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and a garment of praise for a spirit of despair. So they will be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. So what's the message here? I'm not reading this from a religious standpoint, so I'm going to try to break this down and translate this how I'm getting it. So for those of you, and I'm hearing daughters of Zion, you've gone through those periods of mourning and sadness, and Spirit is going to give you the crown of beauty. And the crown of beauty, I feel like, is not physical beauty. It's the crown represents the crown chakra, a mindset, your consciousness is beautiful. In exchange for the ashes that you went through, and the ashes is a result of something burning, some type of residue, so that some of you guys might be called or guided to write a letter and burn it to free yourself or release yourself of old energy, maybe doing this under the new moon to the full moon. The oil of joy for mourning. So the oil of joy, oil can represent something that comes from a place of consecration. If you think about olive oil and how it's created and made, this consecration and the oil of your joy, like the things that you went through, it's going to spill, it's going to just seep out of your energy, out of your pores. Oil can also be used for essential things that we need. So your joy is essential not only for you but for others. A garment of praise for a spirit of despair. So a garment represents our personality or how we show up in the world or how we cover ourselves. You know, the first thing we put on, right, is our clothes. We can't go outside without no clothes, right? So that is what you are representing, how you show up in the world. A spirit, a garment of praise for a spirit of despair. It's going to show on you the glory of you, that I don't look like what I have gone through and the things that have happened to me. I might have a testament to that. You may have known me as my former self, but you will see the glory of what I've been through, if that makes sense. You will be called oaks of righteousness. So people will call you righteous, and that could be for others a thing to shame you, to make you feel lesser than because you're not participating in the things that they do. And others will call you righteous from a place of a compliment, of seeing you for you, calling you as it is. The planting, the will be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord. Planting means you are rooted in divinity, in the divine, in source God. You are one with that. You are rooted and planted. You are not removed. You shall never be removed from that. That he may be glorified. Like you are that plant. You are that seed of the divine. And the divine is going to shine through you. That glory shines through you. And that word glory and victory came to me like for a few months, just back to back in just different ways. It's crazy. But you are a messenger, and some of you guys, you are oracles. Oracles does not have to be through cards. Some of you know that, some of you may not. But people are going to see a change and a revolution in your energy. And I feel like kind of this unbothered energy about you too, like how you're showing up. So you're going through this process for a reason. Some of you guys might be purging a lot. You might be, I'm getting like in the heart chakra and in the yoni space for the women out there. There's a lot of releasing in that area. I'm not saying to discard medical attention. I would definitely encourage you guys to do so. I'm not a medical physician, so please only take this with a grain of salt and take it as entertainment purposes, right? But I'm getting something with intensity in the yoni space. So it could be like you're clearing in that area. It could be like a little bit of intense, maybe pain there. I don't want to say like excruciating pain, but just enough to notice, you know. You might notice that your menstrual could be very, very heavy and flow. Okay, I know that this is probably TMI, but it is what it is. And for some of you, it's like a lot of sexual energy. So you could be extra, you know, extra in the mood. And it doesn't have to be that you act upon it or anything or do anything pleasurable. Just, I feel like this is an activation and a purging and releasing and cleansing of old energies. And you're not just doing this for yourself. This could be like, because our cells and our DNA is connected through all lineages and spaces, like we are within each other, you know, within our mothers, within our grandmothers, and so on and so forth. So you are clearing for them and clearing whatever they carried in their wounds and vice versa. So there's a lot of that energy. It's not just you. It's also a mixture of their energy as well. If you are a male watching this message, it's it's a little weird how I'm about to say this, but whenever you show up in your divine femininity and you honor your intuition, you honor the love and you are moving in that place of compassion and nurturing, you honor the feminine, you are a protector of the feminine, regardless of, this is how I know a man is a real man, is when he could see a woman on the street, could see a prostitute on the street. She may not respect herself, but you move in a, what's the right word that I'm looking for? You're still a gentleman. You will open the door for her. If you see her hanging out on a street corner or by a liquor store or convenience store and she's, you know, letting it all hang out, instead of you treating her like trash or garbage or trying to take advantage of her like some men would, you know, you would hold the door open for her. You would ask her if she needs anything, if she's hungry. That's how I know you a real man. You are a divine masculine. Because most men would say she's a hoe, she's discarded, she's a piece of trash, she deserves to get treated the way she's getting treated, blah, blah, blah. I could tell the difference, right? And I feel like, and it reminds me of this meme that I posted. I think I posted on the community here. Any man, or I'm going to paraphrase it, but basically what it said was, any man that loves one woman is healing the entire female collective or divine feminine collective or something along the lines of that. So you showing up for treating one woman right, it will help heal the whole feminine collective. And treating one woman right doesn't mean just the woman that you love and the woman that you're, you know, you want to be with, or your mother. And it could be that as well, but it could even be a stranger on the street. You are going to make an impact. So that could resonate with you, and you are also helping to clear your divine feminine bloodline as well. Let's see. Expansion. Yeah. You guys are going to expand and grow. But I see for some of you having prosperity. And speaking of the divine masculine energy, I am getting like a masculine, maybe it could be a masculine that identifies with more of their feminine energy, being provided with financial abundance because there's something that they're going to give back to the feminine collective. And I see them doing this. See, and you could be a masculine that likes or resonates with the jaguar, some type of feline. Yeah, You guys are being guided to get back into leading your life. If you have a black, um, let's say you have a Lilith in Aries, this could be you. Like, you're being called to get back into taking the lead back in your life after this transmutation. And you might have a masculine energy that is going to work alongside of you, or this is you um, utilizing your divine feminine and masculine energy to get this thing in motion, because obviously masculine energy is action oriented, it is assertive, right? Let's see. Whoa. Some of you guys may have a Lilith in Pisces as well, where you're being called to honor your boundaries here. Some of you guys will be activists for our victims. I don't want to say the word, but women that have been taken advantage of in that way, that you will, or children as well, you will be an activist for this, I feel. Some of you guys might have shamed your sexuality, because it's like people will use that excuse of you deserved it because of how you were dressed type of thing. And I feel like you're a very attractive person, and you're meant to speak up about this. For some of you, that is something you're called to. I see a beautiful coupling, two partners working together as one. If you have a Lilith in Taurus, Spirit is going to remind you of your worth and your value. And it could be that as you are establishing yourself, your business, whatever it may be, you are going to meet someone that I feel like will work alongside of you. Red roses might be resonating with you. Some of you guys may like birds of paradise plants. Also, what may resonate with you as well is hummingbirds. And there's some type of renewal in your love life that is also involved with this. But I see a very, very beautiful person, beautiful woman that may not have always known their worth and their value, may have overgiven or extended themselves. It's finally going to meet someone that is going to invest and plant seeds with them. Okay. Some of you guys may resonate with Mary Magdalene or the Black Madonna. So you are putting back on your crown and honoring that divine feminine energy within yourself, and knowing that your worth and your value is not dependent upon what others think about you. Your crown exists before you even became a physical vessel. Like, you've always been loyal and royal. You have a lot of compassion for people. You might be a safe haven for a lot of broken people. Yeah, some of you guys are going to work alongside with your divine counterpart, especially if you have a Capricorn Lilith or a Lilith in Leo. The Leo and Capricorn people, you guys are going to do big things together. Or it could be like your partner's a Capricorn or your partner's a Leo. But you guys are going to do big things together. And I would even say like couples that are both the same zodiac sign as well is going to do big things together. And there's not only room for one person, you know, in this dynamic. It's room for both of you. But I see some type of divine connection or union, that there's an ordained, like, divine spirit, divine source is ordaining. The Capricorn partners may be high in status, but I see them being more behind the scenes. Or those that have Lilith and Capricorn, like your union, you guys, your works, your efforts are going to be more behind the scenes. Like, people may not know that you are behind a lot of these organizations or powerful, businesses and things like that. For others of you, I'm getting like the Leo and Lilith, or doesn't have to be, but for some of you, I do feel like specifically, there's going to be the opposite, where there's couples that are going to be in the forefront. So wherever your north nodes are, pay attention to whatever it is that is blocking you aligning with that. So maybe look to your south node to see where the block could be with you aligning, and clear that energy, release it so that you can align further with your purpose, your path. Okay. But yeah, the world needs you right now. You know, the state of the world is at an all-time hatred space, and there's a lot of clearing. I do see a lot of things being corrected as well. But we need that love. And some of you guys are being called to purpose where maybe you felt like it's too great. You can't withstand the hatred. And I feel like there's a lot of bullying and things like that to kind of push you and tempt you to give up or to hide away or to say it's not worth it, or give yourself this time that you need to regroup, but do not run from your calling. Okay. Yeah. You may feel like an outcast. You may feel like your independence kind of is something that triggers other people. Or you feel like you're just not meant to be a part of the crowd or the collective. In a way, you are. There's a balance between community, and there's a healthy balance between having that level of identity and independence about yourself. And I feel like Spirit wants you to tap into that and, have that healthy balance and to not ostracize yourself. And yes, of course, people are going to feel some type of way about you being self-sufficient and about you, knowing who you are and understanding your power and having your own identity. Yes, some people may be triggered by that, those that are of the hive minds. So let's see what your divine team's advice is for you. Make a message for this collective. Okay, purification, which that is where you're at right now. It says raise your vibrations by caring for your energy, which I do see you already kind of being in that space. And for those of you that have been neglecting yourself for the sake of others, it's time to return back to center. You got to regroup within yourself to figure out, okay, how am I not only useful to the world around me, but how am I useful to me and myself? Like, return back to center. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. I do hope that this message will resonate with those who it's meant to resonate with. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, I felt led to look at it. You also have wild feminine, and it says awaken your she-wolf instinct, that primordial force. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's Halloween. But my mom, I've been like coming in watching some of the stuff that she's been watching. There's a lot of movies around people turning into werewolves. So that could definitely be a thing. That could be an animal totem of yours, but I'm getting to tap into that. And wolves run in packs. So community is a big thing, but aligning with the right people, the people that are, you guys are on the same page. You guys are community minded, and the power of community, family, unity, but on a loving, constructive way where everyone still has their identity, knows their place, and knows their role. So I hope that resonates with you guys. I hope I'm not talking too much. But anyway, much love as always. Be blessed, be safe, take care, peace.